Hello, I am so pleased to see all of you back this semester, and it is my pleasure to speak to you today about the importance of your education and the role it plays in your future. I've shared a quote that I feel is appropriate for this sentiment, and that is, education is the foundation upon which we build our future. That was by Christine Grigori. And this is so true. It certainly makes us more knowledgeable. And of course, education also allows us to advance in our careers. My name is Deborah Ciufo, and I am the SSS Transfer Coordinator of the Technical College of the Low Country. And for those of you who don't know what SSS is, that's Student Support Services. And part of my services are to provide academic coaching, career planning, and transfer assistance to help you build valuable skills needed to succeed now and again in your future. So the first thing I want to talk about is the importance of goal setting. As you can see, the definition of goal is that it is a thought with a commitment to make them real, so a vision, the act of planning to help you achieve what you are envisioning. So that's the goal for today, is to basically help you visualize your goals. Goal setting should be part of your daily time management planning for you to do. Plan for the day, the week, the month, the year. You should be planning short-term and long-term goals. And if you don't know what a short-term goal is, that's anything less than a year. And a long-term goal could be up to a 4-year plan. This is very important as you're starting this semester and preparing to put your education to work in the real world. So I want to talk a little bit about your degree that you're trying to achieve now and the value of education in the workplace. Gandhi said the future depends on what you do today, and I absolutely believe that. So let's ask a few questions. What is your future? What career are you in now, and what career do you want to be in? Is there an opportunity right now for you to advance with your current education? What about your salary? Are you getting the salary you need or want? Do you know the value of what your education is actually worth? So I pulled up this chart from the US Bureau of Labor and Statistics, and clearly the data shows us that in terms of dollars, the higher education makes sense. You can see the more education you have, the more money you make, and the less unemployment numbers are associated with that. So let's just look at an associate's degree. You can see that weekly earnings are averaging about $836 a week. And if you bring that up to a bachelor's degree, it jumps to $1,173 a week as compared to those with some college or no degree. Look how high the unemployment rate is there at 4.0 for some college and no degree. So in reviewing the median weekly earnings by level of education, I would also like to say that for each level of education that an individual achieves after high school, this earning potential for an associate's degree brings an average pay of about $7,000 more a year than a high school student. And earnings for a bachelor's degree brings in an average increase of more than $26,000 a year. That is a large number of increase. So I really want you to be thinking about what you're doing after your 2 years here at the technical college, because $26,000 more a year in a salary could go a long way. I hope this has given you some reason to consider the value of higher education pays in this case, and a reason to consider transferring to a 4-year college. So where are you now, right? It says, where am I now? Where are you now? Some of you may not yet have a job, or maybe you have a job, but it's not what you want to be doing. Some of you may not know what you want to do, and that's okay. So let's talk about that. I'd like you all to imagine for a moment, what would your dream job look like? If you had to work for 8 to 10 hours a day, what is it that you see yourself or would want to be doing? Do you have right now what it takes to do that? Do you have the skills? Do you have the education required? If the answer to that is no, then let's really talk about transferring and what that next step would look like to you. So transferring requires, number one, obviously, you first choosing the career path that you want, and then matching that with colleges that offer those programs. So you can do that with the help of an advisor. You can do that with the help of myself. You could do your own Google research and just type in the career that you want and pull up colleges that are associated with that. There are so many ways, we can help you achieve that. But once you figure that out, the next step would be to complete the college or colleges application forms and submit the non-refundable application fee. I want to say that you should do this early because it does take time for them to process this information. Particularly the next step, which is completing the official transcript request from any and all of your post-secondary colleges or institutions you may have attended. You want to make sure that you get all of this information in early to admissions and then follow up after several weeks to make sure they've received it and what the next step is going to be. Lastly, if you have less than 30 semester hours or 45 quarter hours, you probably will need to complete an official high school transcript request, as well as complete an SAT and ACT score. So you'll have to check with the admissions requirements for each college, but that's pretty much a rule of thumb. So in closing, I put in another quote by William Clinton that basically says to fuel your passion, because in this new economy, right now, information, education, and motivation are everything. Those are your best friends, and those are your path to success. Again, if you haven't made plans to transfer to a four-year college or are unsure of what to do next or just have questions, please feel free to contact me to schedule an appointment. Together, we can definitely make your future your reality. To reach me, again, my name is Deborah Ciufo. I am the SSS Transfer Coordinator. My telephone number is 843-470-8392, and my email is dciufo@tcl.edu. I'm wishing you a great semester and a Happy New Year.